Hi everyone, this is Dr. Ellern. I'm here today at Reflections. I'm a cosmetic physician and we're going to talk about Dysport. So many people have questions. What is the difference between Botox, Xeomin, Dysport, Jeuveau, MyoBloc? These are some of the newer two on the end here. What makes them different? Really, they're just really made by different competitors. In terms of kicking in sooner or later, lasting longer, they're pretty similar. The difference being the number of units that are used, but you adjust that according to what we're trying to accomplish anyway. So each of them has different recommended doses, and so we know how to inject each type of product to give you the results you want. Some people claim to have a little softer effect with Dysport, but I think a lot of these differences are more patient specific than they are product specific in and of themselves. So all neuromodulators, Dysport included, are used to treat lines that come from motion. So what does that mean? So lines like the 11s, the crow's feet around the eyes, the lines in the brow. We can treat lines around the upper lip, the curvature down here, the little orange peel in the chin. We can inject the bands in people's necks. You can also inject the muscle back here if you grind your teeth or clench really hard and you get more prominence here to slim the face. So those are just a few ways that we can use them to make your appearance look softer, smoother, and even slimmer. We can also use neuromodulators to affect sweat. So you can inject it under your arms, for instance, to help reduce the sweat gland function. Many people are very nervous when they're talking about getting injected for the first time. I don't know where this fear comes from. I think it likely is from all the other ways that we interact with needles leading up to this point. The needles that we use for Dysport are very, very small. They are actually BD needles. They are used for primarily insulin outside of this sort of realm. Super tiny. Most of the time you feel at most a tiny pinch, and sometimes no pinch at all. There's no burn with it, and it's really an easy treatment. Very safe, very effective. Does wonders for softening lines, and it's much easier to get through than I think most people are worried about. Dysport costs the same as Botox here at Reflections. We charge $16 a unit for our injectables. We only charge for the units that we're using. We're not someplace that charges by area. On average, if we're going to say how much does a treatment cost, so if we're talking between the brow, forehead, around the eyes, I would say somewhere in the neighborhood of $400–500 on average for those areas. So depending on the area, different amounts are used. If you have a specific question about what areas you want treated and how much that would cost, we would be happy to do a consult for you, make sure this works for you, and give you an idea of what that cost would be. Treatments are done usually every 3 to 4 months. So you're doing treatments usually every, let's say, 3 to 4 times a year to maintain the appearance you're getting from the Dysport or Botox or Xeomin. Immediately after having it placed in, you will have little tiny bumps where the fluid has gone underneath your skin. They are absorbed within a few minutes. Most people can go right back to work or go home without anybody knowing at all that you had anything done. So once people get the treatment done, they're very anxious to have it start kicking in and wonder, how long do I have to wait before I can start enjoying my new look? So it usually takes about 7 to 10 days to kick in. Any touch-ups or adjustments that need to be done will be done in that 10 to 14 day range, and then it will last around 3 to 4 months, at which point you'll have worn off enough of it that it's going to be noticeable that you need to get some more, and you just add more to keep blocking and have that nice effect last another 3 to 4 months. So many people want to kind of see before they get here what exactly everything looks like. So this is the needle that we use. This is obviously empty right now. Probably can't see zooming in, but very, very tiny needle. Super tiny. So not a huge deal to get injected with. We don't even place this all the way into the skin, just the tip of it, okay? And then this is the product here. So it comes in a box like this. We reconstitute the vials with saline when they come here. They usually look pretty empty. You can see there's a little bit of fluid kind of in the bottom. And then we label them with the date that we mixed them. And then we inject them into our patients. So if you have any questions or would like to have a consult about this or any of the other procedures we do, we ask you to come in for our free consult. We'd be happy to go over any questions you have about any of these procedures or any other procedures and come up with a plan to make you look like the best version of you. So we look forward to seeing you here at Reflections. Hope you have a great rest of your day.